think it's working. We did it.
Oh my God, I can't believe
Cappuccina's
it.
so happy for us. She's like, you guys did it. Look how gorgeous you look.
Look how gorgeous you look with flowers.
I did it. I didn't put eye makeup on. I was just like not, But I did wear a flowery dress that I wore yesterday.
No, this is my springtime dress.
Look at us. Oh, I love it. Our
dress?
It's so hot here now.
This is from IKEA. And
no, it's not from IKEA. I think it's from H&M.
H&M, that's it.
I think it's H&M, not IKEA. IKEA.
Look, it's Swedish.
You might be sitting on something from IKEA, but you're not wearing something from IKEA.
But I remember you had the same dress, and you loved it so much, and you gave me a copy, and it's like my go-to springtime dress.
Oh, I love it. That's why you texted me. We aren't wearing the same dress, right? I know. It could happen with us.
Wearing flowers.
I love it. I love it. Oh, I want to see the.
Do you remember these?
Yes. Look at us. We are so glammed up for each other today. I love this.
I haven't seen you for so long. It's like so strange. I mean, normally we see each other once a week or something, go out for lunches, our little walks,
I know. But you've been hiking, yeah, with the doggie?
Oh my God. Yesterday, yes, because I'm sort of day sitting Catherine Ireland's crazy dog, who I love so much, Buster, or Mr.
Oh,
B.
he's so cute.
And so I walk him, and yesterday I think was my champion walk. We did 5 miles.
Oh my God. You're going to be in the best shape ever.
I'm trying, because what do we do at home? It's so easy. I keep opening the refrigerator thinking that something miraculous.
The answers are in the refrigerator to everything. If I just open the refrigerator, the answers will come. Yes, I know.
I know. My son does it too. Michael will walk in here, in between studying, because his law school is all online now. And he'll just open the refrigerator and I'll go, can I fix you something? And he'll go, no, I'm looking.
I'm just looking for the answers to all my tests in the refrigerator.
Life, exactly. What are you wearing? What are your earrings? They're so cute.
Yeah, these are Indian earrings. They're just a simple little.
They are beautiful. Remember you gave me these though for my birthday present?
Yeah. Oh, those are great. Those are great. These are Anita Dunger. I can pronounce her name. And this is by Timo, BYTIMO. They're on Instagram. And it's just, I knew it was going to get so hot here. And when I came from New York to LA, I thought I was just going to be here for, a little while. And so I have all these winter clothes, and it's going to be 80 degrees all week this week. So
I have all my summer clothes in New York.
Oh my gosh.
I was in New York, and then I was in Atlanta filming Sweet Magnolias. And so this is the only summer dress I have here. So maybe you and I are going to have to trade dresses so we can wear different things.
Right.
It's
I'm trying
crazy.
to get my lighting. Your lighting is so good.
I'm just in my dining room, and I have my high-tech stand, which consists of 4 dictionaries. And then I have this sponge, this kitchen sponge, which is holding the iPhone.
Let me tell you, the two of us are such sophisticated techies. I mean, everyone in the world has seen my setup, which is a lamp without the shade. And then I have this, I finally got a tripod. Ordered online. I got this little tripod because it was standing on little wicker baskets before.
Yeah, I know. I remember one of your first Insta stories you did. It was like you were talking, and it was really interesting, and the camera was just pointing for 2 minutes in a wicker basket.
The whisker basket. It's like every day we learn a little bit more. A little bit more. Oh.
Anyway, so what have you been up to today? What are your plans for today? Do you have a regular schedule you follow, or what?
A little bit. I mean, the dogs keep me on a little bit of schedule. As I get up, I get my coffee almost every morning with them. I get up and out, which is really good for me. So I get up and out in nature and with the dogs and get my coffee, and we walk, so they get really exhausted. And then, and then I come home and just do stuff. I've been doing these lives or seeing my family or going to the grocery store, and been getting a lot of stuff done that I've been wanting to get done, and meditating. I've been wanting to do it more and more. and hadn't really, I mean, I sort of, my day is a meditation. I try to keep my day in that sense of being in alignment with that and listening, and not just when you're sitting down quiet, but really taking time throughout the day to get quiet and listen, because I don't listen to a lot of music and I don't have the news on. I'm not that person. I'm on Instagram a lot, but I love Instagram. But other than that, so I've been trying to enjoy the time. I mean, I know, because I'm sure we're all going to be super busy coming out of this. So really part of me is just like, okay, don't stress so much about everything and actually do your best to enjoy it, because as you and I know, tomorrow, like, you could get a job, I'm going to get a job, we're going to be off somewhere traveling again. So it's kind of nice to be in one place for a while.
You and I are both so lucky that we have a safe place to be, and that we know we have contact with our families. I have my son and his fiance, in the guest house right now.
And a puppy.
I know, Emma and Michael. So I sort of keep just, we try to keep 6 feet between us, because Michael's been an angel. He's done a lot of the grocery shopping for me, which is so sweet. But, I get nervous about that too. But he's good. We wear the masks when we go out, and we wash our hands. I mean, my hands are like the hands of a 150-year-old woman. They are so dry.
Really?
From all the hand washing,
Yeah. I put lotion on. Are you putting lotion on?
Yep. Not enough, and I'm going to have to do it.
I know. You're like, it's not enough.
Often. So anyway, what was I going to say? So anyway, I don't know. I didn't post it yet. I posted it on Insta Story, but not on Instagram, that the show Sweet Magnolias. Remember when I was in Atlanta?
Of course, we were in Atlanta at the same time, and you were working with Norman on that great show.
Norman Buckley, my angel. And
yeah.
You were doing Dynasty, I think, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so it's going to start to air the whole series, however many episodes, on May the 19th.
Oh, good, soon.
On Netflix. So I hope that, I hope maybe we'll be out and about, but hopefully if we're at home still, you'll check it out and have a look at it.
Oh, I would love to. Yeah.
I know, hoping, from your lips to God's ears, my lips to God's ears, that the show is going to continue on, because it'll be fun. I loved Atlanta. It's a beautiful city.
Yeah, it is beautiful. Oh my God, when we were there, it was so hot.
It was over 100 degrees.
Hot Atlanta, as they say. We were there during Hot Atlanta.
I didn't even know that's what it was called.
Yeah.
I love it. Hot Atlanta. That's the best. So but it's been so great seeing, getting back with Norman again. I mean,
yes.
I look back at Gossip Girl as truly one of the happiest, most fun times in my life. Such a wonderful group of people. And of course, meeting you there.
Yeah.
And since I only have boys, it was nice to have a daughter.
Yeah, I know. Oh, it was so much. I really loved all of our scenes that we did. Were so good. I think we really made the most of them, brought a lot to them, because we both, we realized how important that storyline was for these characters, to really see where someone comes from and understand their perspective, and to have, almost really, we had 3 generations of perspective, because it was
we did. I thought it was wonderful. And I have to say, the casting was brilliant, because we all, literally all looked like each other. You looked like my daughter. Blake looked like my granddaughter.
Yeah.
It was sort of superb casting.
And I don't know. Go ahead.
I think one of the things I missed a lot about the show was, remember the incredible costumes and hair and makeup. I think it was the first show I'd ever done that was all about, well, not all about, but a lot of it was the design, the look of it.
Fashion,
and I still have so many young fans nowadays. I'm so surprised when people, well, normally they don't recognize me because I don't wear makeup day to day, but when they do, I think there are these young girls who were maybe 7 or 8 or 9 when we aired, and so their parents thought, nah, they need to be a little bit older to see the show.
Right.
And now they're all binge watching it. It's so adorable.
Yeah.
It's like
it keeps going. It's nice that each generation sort of gets to enjoy it. It must, I think what they did during that time was sort of, they were really ahead of the curve in terms of social media, in terms of all of that, because nobody was doing that at the time. And certainly if you look at all the influencers and fashion having such an impact
Oh,
now, and
it all
everyone. So
I think it all started with Gossip Girl. Do you remember when
yeah,
it was considered very quite sort of avant-garde or quite new, when you and I would live tweet a couple of episodes?
yeah,
And fans would be like, oh, who designed that, your dress, Kelly? Or, oh, I
yeah,
hair with that, blah, blah, blah,
yeah,
blah,
yeah.
blah. It was a lot of fun, but I think we were maybe the first show that ever did it.
Yeah, I think people were like doing Twitter a little bit, but yeah, for sure, a lot of the subject matter and things too were really, really good. So good on the show. They were really, but the writers and creators were really young. It wasn't a bunch of, Aldecott is creating the show. It was like two, young. I mean, they'd come to set and I'd be like, where are your parents? What's going on? Jokingly, I say, no, I wouldn't say that because they're so cool and whatever. You just, Stephanie, I would just like, she's so bright and funny and cool. And her dialogue and her writing and all the writers did such a good job of, I would have loved to have been in the writer's room listening to them,
Wouldn't that have been wonderful?
And Josh is so great. I mean, he was like 20 something. I mean, I think he was when they did the OC before. Right. And they were both in their, I think, early 20s, I mean, not, so they were, I mean, to create a show that's that successful at that age is a pretty incredible thing. And they had a bunch of shows going at the same time. So they had Gossip Girl, and I think Josh was off doing another show that they were involved in. So really.
Well, I think it's wonderful. And I remember seeing you and Norm when I took that train up to visit you in Portland.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, the 12-day train ride.
It was 27
Only
hours.
You would have taken you an hour to fly, and you took a 24-hour train.
27 hour. No,
oh
but
my God.
Well, it was wonderful for me because I'd been up the coast as far as Santa Barbara because my son went to college there, but I'd never been all the way up, and don't forget I'm an immigrant, to the States, and for me to see from Los Angeles all the way up to Oregon, that coast up there, it was an unbelievable trip. It was
so beautiful.
Great. And then you met me at the station.
Jeff at the station. I love it. I think it's so great that you did that because, I love train rides. I think they're so peaceful and so relaxing, and you really do. You get to see so much.
I know. And I had this beautiful sort of observation car that was glass from the sides going all the way up. And of course, you were working with Norman then.
Yeah.
Three Little Liars.
Three Little Liars.
I love that show too.
Norman, I'll tell you, I've worked with him so much. He's kept me working. I did Dynasty because of Norman, and then Pretty Little Liars because of Norman, because he was producing, directing on that. And then there was another show with Deborah Messing. Gosh, what is the name of it? But he was directing an episode of that and asked me to come and do that. So I have so much fun working with him. But I think a lot of people do that. They work with people they know and trust, and it's such a beautiful thing.
I know.
We have relationships like that.
Well, Norman is very special, I have to say. But I remember when the Sweet Magnolias thing came up, I was sitting in my farm in Sweden.
Oh my gosh.
Wearing a pair of
Mysteries of Lord.
Really tromping around like the Swedish peasant woman, Then I get a call from Norman saying, would you like to come to Atlanta and do this show? And I was like, yes, I'll be on the next plane back. So I was really grateful to him.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
I love that you go to Sweden. I mean, that you go there and you have a country home there. And I mean, what a beautiful.
Well, I really wanted to have a place because, I'm half Swedish. My mother was English, but I'm very close to to Sweden, to my roots there. And I wanted to have a place where the boys could feel was their home.
Mm-hmm.
And so about 22 years ago that I found this 300-year-old stone farmhouse. It was sort of crumbling a little bit. And I thought, that's it. This is going to be our home. And it's been a godsend. It's been wonderful.
What a dream. Yeah.
I'm too old to go stay with relatives.
Who wants to? Yeah, it's better to have our own space. Why not have a little our charming place in Scotland? And so wonderful.
I know, and I remember wait for you guys for you to come there with the kids. I remember last summer though when I visited you in the south of France. I had been in the south of France for like 20 years, and that was so exciting. That was so beautiful. You know, we appreciate. I was trying to think, what am I going to do when this lockdown stops? I think I've learned a lot actually from not being able to do so much, because I do get a little flippity jibbity, you know, run around and crumble and jump in an airplane and go somewhere else. And
yeah, it's been a lot. Yeah, it's a good thing for us in many ways. The upside of it.
And I also have realized how much one can do without.
Yeah.
Stuff that I'm not much of a shopper anyways, you know, but so many things we don't need to do, so many things we don't need to spend our money on, so many things that we don't need apart from, you know, our friendship, our family, you know, I do miss that.
Yeah, it's true.
Miss, you know, seeing people face to face, but this is pretty cool. I like this.
This is good. So it's the next best thing. It's the next best thing that we can do.
Somebody said, can you answer some
let's answer some questions, because I know there have been some that have been coming.
Yeah. Such sweet comments from people sending us all kinds of hearts. Hi to Brazil.
Hi, Brazil.
Brazil has some.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, we'll answer. Ask some questions.
Ask some questions. We can answer. We can answer.
Oh, Annie Viers.
Annie. How did the cast get along? Great.
Because I had, of course, tweeted that 10 a.m. was 12 noon at the East Coast, and thank God.
You know what? Everyone watching is so smart. They figure it out ahead of time. They correct us. I get like people say, "Oh no, it's this is." Thank you. They're asking what our favorite scene. I loved. There were two scenes. There was one scene that was outside of the Pierre Hotel. I remember when we got out of the car and we had a scene, and it was at night, and I was hugely pregnant, and I had a big trench coat on. I don't even know how we hugged at the end of the scene. Helena was right there. And who you were swimming with in the south of France this summer, you two mermaids. That was so cute. Every morning you two would get up and go swimming together. That was the sweetest thing.
Well, Helena is a fish. She's like a fish in the water. I've never seen anything like her.
Well, you were there when she was in my tummy?
Yes, I was there.
Oh. You're there on Gossip Girl when she was in my tummy and the whole time when I had Helena. I was going to say, there's that scene that we have, and I'm wearing a big trench coat, and we get out of a car, and it was in New York. We were filming right outside I think it was the Pierre Hotel. Do you remember that scene?
Yes, I do remember it. In fact, I think I either have a photo of us doing that scene, or some nice fan posted a shot of it. I still have that picture, and my hair. Some elegant updo, you know, and then of course I remember that famous scene when I had to say Daniel, and
that was so good. That was so. But we had so many moments like that. I mean,
and the director was like, "No, you don't call him Dan. You call him Daniel because you know you're a proper lady." And I was like, Daniel. I was like, let me just add that on at the end. Oh, please. We all have such moments like that, right? Where you're just. I know.
Oh, and you're on about your like 30th take. Oh, and, you know, the fact that you can just, you know, it's so fun, though. It is fun. And then I remember, what? Go ahead.
No, I was trying to remember like what my favorite outfit was, and it's actually not one of the glamorous ones. I think my favorite outfit was supposedly Cece had been out jogging, which I very much doubt that Cece would do.
With her gin and tonic. The little thing.
And the outfit they put me in was pink cashmere jumpsuit.
That is hysterical.
And Eric Damien is just like a genius. And I just thought that was so CC and so much fun. And I don't know what episode that was. And I just remember, it was a tiny scene. I think I just walked out on the top of a flight of stairs and said something. And that was it. And it was really, really wonderful.
And then I remember us getting the script for your scene where you pass away. And we were both just like, okay, what are we going to do with this? There was nothing really written, remember? It was like, it was small. There wasn't enough, in other words, a lot said.
Right,
script
right.
wise.
No, and all I remember being very disappointed was that I wanted to die with a dry martini in my hand. And the
And they
writers,
wouldn't let you. You were like, I want to do this. I know.
I just got a phone call. I have to decline. I'm here,
Okay.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, you're back.
Yeah, I'm back. Okay, good.
You're back. Yeah, but that was, oh my gosh. And we were thinking, how do we make the most of this? How do we
That actually
make
turned out,
this?
I think
It turned out great.
Leighton Meester nice. She is like the nicest person ever.
Yes.
She
And
is
so funny and brilliant on the show. Oh my
oh
gosh.
my, she probably was like the funniest person there.
Yes. And they're asking how Ed is, and Ed is just, I mean, everything you would imagine and more. I love him. What a good human. I mean, what a good person too.
Oh,
like just, such a love.
I know you were very especially close to him. He had scenes together that you know, a lot of depth to them and a lot of power. And that guy, you know,
he's such a good actor though. I mean, it was so good, great to work with. I mean, just always brought so much, you know.
I know.
Really
he was wonderful. Altogether, it was like a super talented cast, you know. And do you remember that? Like, I swear to God, sometimes when I'd go in the makeup room, there would be like 9 dogs.
I know. We'd all bring our dogs. Well, I was like breastfeeding half the time, and Oliver was there, and I was having my hair done. It was just like there was always and everyone brought their dogs. And then at one point, one of the actresses got a pig, and she brought the pig to the set.
Are you
so serious? It was dogs and it was a whole situation.
Yeah, I think I missed the visit of the pig.
It was like a regular thing for a while. We had the pig there.
But I remember you nursing while you were getting your hair done. But you know,
my God. With no sleep,
working, and you have a baby.
Oh my gosh!
Keep going. Nothing.
I haven't talked to Matt Settle in a while. I know people are asking about Blake. Let's see, Blake. I haven't seen in a while. I've gone to some of her premieres of her movies, which are fantastic.
Yes, yeah.
So I've kept in touch that way, but she's been certainly busy working, and with 3 kids now and her husband. So she's been super
mama there.
Super mama. And then who else?
Susanna. I saw Susanna.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was doing a play in New York last fall in October, and Susanna was so lovely. She came to see the play. She, you know, Instagrammed a cute picture about it, and it was really. So I've seen Susanna, and of course you, and unfortunately, because I've been spending time in New York, and a lot of the kids seem to be out here, but I always follow them. And Chase, my son ran into Chase one time at some random bar or something.
My brother did too. My Anthony has seen Chase quite a bit out and about. Yeah.
Chase, so adorable.
Adorable. I know.
All those boys were adorable. And then of course,
Dan,
he got that insane series where he played.
Yeah.
So creepy and wonderful.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so interesting when you see people do work that is so opposite to, I mean, young especially, you know, us older ones, we always play different parts, but to see these young people who became sort of iconic through Gossip Girl, to go and do a completely different kind of character is fascinating and so much fun.
Yeah, for sure. And Taylor Mumsen, oh my gosh, she's gone on to do this amazing music career. She went from this like sweet, innocent girl on the show to this incredibly full-blown, powerful rock. I mean, again, you just would never imagine, and it's so powerful and beautiful. Like she's just.
I think, Allison and I have been to at least 2 of her concerts, or maybe 3.
Yeah.
And you know, I was probably like the oldest person there, you know, but I was not everybody, and it was. Oh, excuse me, I just get a little cleaner too. But she was quite amazing.
Yeah.
And I think, and that's what that's what she always wanted to do, was to be a musician.
So
and
cool.
I really admire her. I mean, how old was she when she was on the show?
Young, like super young. Like I mean, I don't know, in her teens, you know, early teens, I would think.
For her to sort of just say no to the television career right now and to go for her dream, which was, to be this amazing musician. I think it was very brave and, terrific.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. An incredible voice. Incredible voice and talent. I mean, wow. I mean, not many people can do what she does. I'll tell you. It's really, really.
Else that can do
and Leighton has an incredible voice too. We've gone to some of Leighton's shows as well. And Ed had a band. Like all these, everyone was. I'd walk down the hallway.
Penn had a band.
Penn, like everyone had these talents, and it's just incredible.
I know, and I think that hopefully Gossip Girl was a great sort of springboard for them.
Yeah.
So take that dive into the next part of their life. If they want to explore like music or something like that. So how far away are you from me right now?
From you?
Like 3 kilometers. I mean 2 miles.
Yeah, not too far. Not too far, because we're not that far from each other. We're not that far. We have to have another garage sale soon.
I know. Oh my God, I love.
I cleaned out my storage. We got to do it when when we're not distancing.
And everybody's allowed to move again. I would love that. We have a garage full of so much.
Right.
Can't say the word. And we had so much fun with that little garage sale that you and I did. Months ago, right before everything shut down, right?
Yeah, it was right before. And it's, it's such a great thing this time has been spent certainly like weeding out stuff and simplifying. And it's such a great opportunity to do that as well.
It's definitely Marie Kondo time.
Marie Kondo. Oh my God, so true.
All my friends and I say, are you Marie Kondoing? If not, why not? This is the time.
Yeah. Perfect time to do it. Perfect time to do it.
They keep saying, will there be a 7th season of Gossip Girl? And
no, but they're doing this reboot. And actually, Eli, who I worked with he was on Pretty Little Liars. He's in the reboot. So I think I'm going to do an Insta Live with him too. He's so great.
Fun. That would be so great.
Yeah, so he's adorable. So he said he can't tell me much about it, but he said that he would do a little live or something. We could talk about it, but he's going to be in it, so I'm excited. It seems like they have a great cast for the reboot.
It's great. Yeah, I know people keep saying to me, "Are you going to be in the reboot?" And I've said, "I'm dead. I died." They killed me.
You never know. I mean, maybe in the reboot they can teleport you. But I think there was something in the storyline about them going back in time or finding the archive of Gossip Girl or something. So anyway, I don't know. I'm just as excited to see as everyone else to know what in the world they're going to do, how they're going to do it, Uh-oh. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I don't know. Let's see. This happens every once in a while. Can you hear me? Okay, I'm going to stop it. I'm going to stop it and we'll do it again. Let's see. Uh-oh. Here we go. Reboot. Are you okay? Let's see if anyone. We can't hear you. Yeah, I can't hear anyway, too. All right, so I'm going to end. I'm going to call you back. I'm going to hang up and call you back. Okay, guys, let me get her. Okay, let's see. Hi, Emma. Hey, guys. Hello. Let's see here. Let's see if Caroline. Here we go.
Oh.
Okay. I don't know that. Huh?
That's nice. we back?
Yeah, we're back. I don't know why in the world that happens, but it's happened before. I don't know. It's like a.
I think it's because 3,594 million people are on Instagram because they're all.
Everyone is.
I know.
I'm playing with the lighting still.
I know. I sort of look blurry, but that also blows out.
No, you look good. You look good. I love the paintings behind you too. I love the.
Whoops.
Oh, gorgeous! Look at this.
Whoops.
You have the most beautiful home. I love all your things. So you decorated so beautifully.
You're very sweet. Yeah, some of my Sweden to remind me of where I came from originally. So
yeah. Oh my God, you have to see Twombly.
I can't believe we're both wearing flowered dresses and we didn't plan it.
Look at this.
Oh my God. Well, if we do this again, I'm going to have Michael bring Puppy here.
Oh, well, did they get a name? Did they decide on a name?
Murph Magoo.
No.
Champion Crepany, Spotted Setter of Gotland, Lagerfeld.
Is there a nickname possibly? Is there a nickname?
Murph. I don't know where Murph came from or Murphy, but this is the name they choose.
Murphy is actually a cute name. Murphy is cute because it's a little boy.
No, that's the other thing. She's a little girl.
So Murphy though, is Murphy an Irish name? Is she Irish?
English setter.
She's an English setter. Okay, is Murphy English or Irish? I wanted the name Murphy.
Murphy sounds very Irish to me. So maybe
it sounds more Irish, but maybe. So
anyway,
Murphy's cute though. Murphy is cute.
She's 10 weeks old, and I'm so dumb. I should have had Michael bring her in here, but of course I don't know how to contact him now because like I'm here and he's like there. But if we
could go yell out the door.
I know.
Michael.
Funny. Oh, somebody said Murphy's kind of British. Yeah.
Maybe it is British. Yeah.
Oh, it seems like they like. Hey, somebody just said the Rhodes reunion. Was that our last name on Gossip Girl? I'm getting so confused.
Your last name was Rhodes. Well, I had like 5 last names, but Rhodes. CC. I think Rhodes. I know. It's like all these things that when you're doing it, you don't think about, and then later you go, "What wasn't that today?"
How many times are you married?
Oh gosh, I think like 4, 5, 4, something like that.
About Matthew, I miss Matthew so much.
I know he's kind of off the grid. Matthew, I remember talking to him, and he and his wife were kind of.
Well, good for him. I sometimes he get off the grid, but he was like. Do you remember the disco scene we filmed with him?
Yes, I remember that. I was trying to. I don't know if they had a choreographer or not, but I think we were all trying to be choreographers ourselves.
Matthew was being so particular because he obviously, knows a little bit about choreography or something. He was being so particular. It was just like a bunch of white people dancing. But I love.
That's what it was. That was it.
That is what it was, and our costumes were great. That was a fun. And otherwise, one of my favorite scenes. Now that we're going down memory lane, I just love that Thanksgiving episode.
Yeah.
Everybody gets upset and gets up and leaves the table one after one after one.
Yes.
That was it.
It is. I mean, they really did a good job writing all the family dynamics. It really is because it's so relatable. I think,
Oh, I think that's why the show is still being watched by so many people. That now that it's available, I think pretty much all around the world, it has to be because I hear from people. Somebody says, the Thanksgiving episode was like, oh, everybody's loving the fact that I love that episode.
Yeah.
The outfits, yes, I do miss the outfits. I mean,
the clothes were so good.
And wasn't he also? Now I'm not a huge television expert, but wasn't Eric the one who for the first time really high and low in such a way, like you'd be wearing like a $4,000 dress with a $33 pair of sneakers.
And he was great. I'd love it because he would just bring in so much stuff and we would really be able to sort of find our groove with it. You know, he'd give us so many choices, and he always wanted everyone to feel really comfortable and creative themselves. And he was so great. And what a nice guy. I mean, to put up with all of us too, you know. I was thinking, it's got to be hard, you know, being there and pleasing everyone. And, you know, you have your own ideas, but then being open to the actor because the actor has to feel comfortable. It really is one of those jobs that I just, you know, so appreciate the costume department because, I mean, they have to figure out what you're wearing so that you and I aren't wearing things that are looking odd together. I don't think people understand. I mean, everyone has to be wearing something a little different. I mean, there were times I would want to wear a dress and they'd say, okay, well, Blake's wearing that color or you're wearing, you know, we'd all, you know, to be able to really cohesively put all that together and remember what everyone's wearing and the accessories. And I mean, it's a lot.
For a lot of fun. I had sort of a running joke with the wardrobe department that was, the less lines I have, the more jewelry I wear.
Exactly. The more, yeah, ornate you're going to look.
Yeah, you know, if I was doing an episode and I only had like 5 lines, I'd come on, add some diamonds, sparkle. You know, I want people to notice me, so that was sort of fun.
Yeah. Somebody was asking if Helena watched this. My kids have watched Gossip Girl, and I know Helena has. Hermes a little bit. He's kind of like
Bart. Oh, those are two. Did we?
Okay, it got slow there. What did you say?
No, somebody asked, did we ever take any outfits? I would have loved to. Absolutely.
You didn't take any.
I was never allowed to take anything home. And also, to be honest, in my real life, I'm not that elegant.
Oh, yes, you are. You always look chic.
Well, thank you, but not as you. Somebody said, do you prefer Bart or Ruth Lee? Those were your two husbands, right?
Rufus. Yeah, it was Bart and Rufus. And I liked both dynamics because of what they showed. You know, there's like, you know, because I think we've all had those choices to make in life sometimes, you know. I really liked both. I love both storylines. A lot. Uh-oh. You can't hear me. Okay. All right. Let me do it end. Try this one more time. We could talk all day, the two of us. Let's see if Caroline comes in here. There we go. Okay, let's try it again. If it goes out again, that'll be our sign.
That'll be our sign.
Talk for hours.
I mean, we could be here for like 3 hours.
I know, all day.
I know, but maybe we can do it again some other time.
Yeah, it would be fun.
So, oops, there we go. Just making sure it didn't. You know, my elegant microphone.
I know. This is how we do it. You don't use like a tripod for your self-tapes, do you? How do you do the self-tapes when you do it?
My son is my tripod.
Yeah, he does it for you. That's usually how I do it.
I'm doing a little audition later on today, but can you do it yourself with a tripod? Have you ever done that? Have you
No, you have to ask, I mean, obviously someone read with you, but at least it holds the camera in place so somebody else doesn't have to hold it. That's all. That's the only difference.
Oh, you know what?
And I know people that get these fabulous lights that, you know, which I could use right now, but these fabulous lights behind the tripod, you know, just to make it set up where it looks really super
I know.
great lighting and stuff.
Yeah, it's hard for Michael to film me and to, you know, read the opposite dialogue.
Yeah.
And somebody said, taught you anything Swedish?
What?
That whether I should teach you something in Swedish.
Oh boy.
Well,
yes, you're going to teach me how to bake in Swedish. Some Swedish pastries.
I have to tell you, I have that Swedish baker who lives here in LA.
Yeah, you posted that. I want to try. What's the name of it again?
Um, Sweet Cakes, SWEED.
Sweet Cakes. How cute.
AES. I'll send it to you. And she bakes so beautifully and
Oh,
so that honestly, I can't match that. But
that's what I would love.
I'm a cake maker. I'm not really a baker, like the Swedish kinds of buns and things.
Yeah.
And Princess is way beyond my abilities. But you want me to bake you a little cake?
That's what I love, that kind of stuff.
Okay,
I
because
like
I have a wonderful cake that's called the 111 cake.
Okay.
Because like 100 grams of this, 100 grams of that, 1 stick of butter. It is absolutely delicious. So I'm going to bake it for you, and you can share. You can share it with your other mama.
That's perfect. That's perfect. She'll love it. Oh,
But listen,
I love you so much.
Somebody said you're great. Can you give us some advice? Lighting.
Lighting. I know. Lighting. I know, right? It helps, right?
What good? Photograph from above. Don't have the camera down here when all this stuff comes.
I know. You do it until the lighting is good. And then,
know.
it's good to be natural too a little bit. None of us want to look bad, but I think the natural thing is nice too. I'd love to see when people do that a little bit more. It's great.
Who did you say make your dress? That's the one thing I wanted to know.
Oh, it's by Timo. I'll post something afterwards. BY on Instagram, BY, and then TIMO. And they make like the sweetest little, little dresses. I'll show you. It's really cute. It's like a cute little, really flowy, airy thing. And I'll tell you, in the summer and when the weather's like this is what I want to wear every day. It's just these sort of flowy. I love you. The earrings are Anita Dungre. DONGRE, I think is how I'll see if I can post something there too. It's her designer. I love you.